guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. I am happy to be with you today because it is oh my goodness, a big milestone for me. So this is a celebration. It is my 10,000 subscriber celebration. I am very excited. You all, well, some of you know, some of you don't know. It takes a minute sometimes to get to 10,000 subscribers. Y'all, and I am just excited. But let me go ahead. Before I get too far, I'm going to say my grace so I can start eating. God is great and God is good. Lord, I thank you for this food. Bless this food and drink. Make it nourishing and not harmful. Bless everyone who is joining me today for this 10,000 subscriber celebration and giveaway. And let them know that I appreciate them so much and that they are a big reason for me reaching 10,000. Lord, I give you the glory and honor first. Thank you. It belongs to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hey! Y'all could just scream. Y'all just don't know. When that thing clicked over to, let me roll up my sleeve. When it clicked over to 10,000, I was watching from the whole time you get past 9,700. You watching real close because it could jump, at any minute. And, woo. I have king crab today. King crab. This is my first time having king crab. So y'all joining me for something good. But anyway, like I was saying, you are watching very closely when you get to a certain spot and ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting to do this, y'all. Be seeing everybody else pull out them big chunks of king crab legs and dip them. I have pineapple punch, Minute Maid pineapple punch, and I got inspired by Yummylicious, and there's some other people too that make fancy drinks. But this is just pineapple Minute Maid punch, and I'm the pineapple. This is peach punch, Minute Maid peach punch with pineapple. Alright, so that's what I have to drink. I have cocktail sauce. I don't have any fancy sauce. I like cocktail sauce. On some of my other ones I did a little bit more fancier sauce, but cocktail sauce is good for me today. And I have garlic butter sauce. So, yes. King crab legs. Got the smoked sausage. Got some shrimp. Got the lemons and limes. Got some corn on the cob and potatoes. Alright, and I got some other goodies for y'all too. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. And I don't want to make this too long for y'all either because I know not everybody can watch the whole thing. Delicious. Delicious. Now, the butter garlic sauce is my favorite. I can't try to be like anybody else. It's my favorite. I have some questions to answer for you all. And if for some reason things overlapped and I didn't see your question, because I tried to check for questions like up to the last minute. But if I missed anybody's questions, just please put in the comments below, Tracie, you missed my question. Let me know whether you put it in my community post that I had put out earlier or 2 days ago, or if you put it on Instagram. And just let me know and I will go back and I will answer your question in an upcoming video. Because I don't want to overlook anybody. I love all of you all. Lord have mercy. So my son is here today. He's out of school. So he was able to get some king crab today. Where is Mom? Just need a little bit of salt on these potatoes. Okay. Let me take a sip of this. And I'm going to get to the questions. Lord have mercy. That is good. That is good. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Here is the glass. And it's also a giveaway, as you saw. It is a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So I wanted to celebrate by giving something back to you, as well as I can't thank you enough. But I wanted to do a drawing for someone. It says, this glass, I make these glasses. It's a glittered wine glass. And don't worry, a lot of people say, well, I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol either. I just like drinking it out of a pretty glass. But if you drink alcohol too, you know, whatever. This is a beautiful goblet glass. It says, is it Friday yet? So it's very pretty. And just, if you want to get entered in that, you know, for that giveaway, just down below in the comment section, just say enter me. Just say enter me. Okay. And I'm sorry, you all, I couldn't fit everything up on here. I'm gonna put my garlic butter sauce up there now. I know people like to see everything that you do a lot of times in the video. So anyway, like I said, I have been counting down from like especially 9,700, 9,800, and I was just watching. It got to 9,992, and y'all, I was on the edge of my seat. And then that night, before midnight, I think it was this past Friday night, it clicked over to 10,000, like exactly hit 10,000, and I was able to see it like right after it did it, and I was just through the roof. I was through the roof. So I won't say, some people like for you to know who asks the questions and some don't, so I won't say who asked the questions, but you know, a lot of people ask some questions. I have 10 questions. That's a lot. And I'm thankful for it. First one is, what is your dream job? What is your dream job? And you all, a lot of you all that have followed me for a while know that it's that shrimp scampi, that I don't like to work outside of the home. I like to work from home, and doing YouTube is my dream job. Absolutely. That is the honest truth. Doing YouTube is my dream job. If I just have to do, my first thing that I would love to do, I have to go back, y'all. I could never give a simple answer to a question. I'm sorry. But my first thing would just be, and it is a job. Some people don't consider this a job, but it is a job. My first dream is just to, you know what, having children, just to be a stay-at-home mom. And I don't mean to say just because it's not just it's a lot to do. If you are taking care of a family, there's a lot to do. I take my hat off to a lot of women that are trying to hold it down while having a job, a 9-to-5 job. That is so hard. That is so hard. And I saw it broken down in a magazine not long ago about what if you had to bring someone in a home to do everything that a stay-at-home mom should be doing, it would be like 2 salaries worth. It would be 2 salaries worth. Because you have to wash. And I don't have to wash. My husband washes, since I do YouTube and t-shirts and stuff like that. My husband, he does help out a lot. He's very good at that. But he washes. He washes clothes, y'all. Yes, he does. And But a woman that just stays home and just does that, she has to wash, cook, clean, and I'm looking all over. Here it is. You have to be a hairdresser if you have girls. You have to keep your own self together. You have to, because not everybody can afford to take their kids to the hairdresser. And y'all said, Tracie, that was a simple question. I know. I'm just going to go over this because some people get it misconstrued. But you have to be a hairdresser, a seamstress, you know, a laundress, you iron clothes, and an organizer, Uber driver, cabbie, everything. And that takes up a lot of time and it's a lot of work. So that would be my first thing. But this, being a YouTube for a job, being a YouTuber is my ideal, my dream job, and I'm doing it. So I thank God for it. But I do other things too. But I hope to just be a YouTuber full time, sometime, preferably in the near future. But it's a great, you know, little side income or part-time income. The second question is, what is your dream vacation place? Hawaii. Hawaii would be my dream vacation place. Just from seeing it all, you know, years and years and years on TV and everything. I don't know if you all ever watched Magnum P.I. and even the Brady Bunch when they went up to Hawaii on vacation. This was years ago. I am telling my age. But you see it everywhere. And it just looks like a wonderful place to go. Also, I would love to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I have never been on a cruise. That is some juicy corn. Did y'all see that pop? Y'all, I'm sorry. I did not give y'all a bite. Let me offer you all some of my king crab legs. I was so happy. I guess this is something new. I don't know, but when I saw this in the store, I snatched these up. And you all might be saying, Tracie, this is nothing new. But pre-slit crabs. So you don't have to do so much work with the scissors and stuff. So I like that. Woo, some went round the wrong way. Third question is, what is your number one regret in life? Oh my goodness. I have a couple. I know it's not always good. Some people say don't regret anything because it makes you who you are now. And that is true, and I understand that, and I appreciate it. But I do have some things I would do differently. The first one would be, I would have had my children closer together. I would have. My first two are 8 years apart. Jordan and Jalen are 8 years apart. And then Jalen and Isaiah are 6 years apart. And if there's any young ladies watching, I would never advise that, because even though my children love each other, you know, it would have been better if they were like toddler stage and stuff together and grew up more so in the same, I won't say era because they're in the same era, but well, just closer together, like a year or two apart. My oldest sister had her kids 1 year apart. She has two kids, and she had them 1 year apart, and they were very close. And they were just some of the, they were a joy to keep, to watch, you know, to be with and everything. And they got along great, even though the oldest one is bossy. She's probably watching. She's the bossy one over her brother. And my other siblings, their kids are closer, like between 1 and 2 and 3 years apart. But I would have my kids closer together. Like I said, they love each other, but they're in different stages. I have one 29, I have one 20, and I have one that's 14. So that means I had a 14-year-old freshman, a 5 or 6-year-old kindergartner, first grader, somewhere in there, and an infant at the same time. So while I was trying to get my son to his baseball games at high school and different things like that, I had an infant in a car seat and all that stuff. So it's harder because once I got one up and independent, I had another one and it threw me back, and I could never get on a good schedule and things like that. So that is my number one regret in life. Number 4. Do you want to incorporate more of your ministry into YouTube? Oh, that is wonderful. Oh my goodness. Because it's awesome, because everyone has an assignment here on earth, something to do. And for the longest, sometimes you don't know what that is. And there's been sometimes I just like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to do. But I do know that in Titus, in the Word of God, it says the older women are to teach the younger women. So a lot of times, sometimes you just got to go to the Bible. It tells us what to do. We're supposed to make disciples of other men, be examples. Sometimes you don't always say something, and which that would be ideal if you did. I guess you couldn't go around just necessarily preaching to everybody you see. So the ideal thing would be to live your life in front of other people, as well as tell people about Christ too. But to be an example before others, in front of others, because sometimes you're the only Bible that people read. Some people don't go to church, and some people don't read their Bible. So sometimes people watch you in observance and say, oh, well, why are you like you are? Or how do you, how do you remain like this? And why do you do the things you do? Why are you raising your family like that? And blah, blah, blah. And that's an open door. So on some of my videos, I do, and there's going to be another one that's coming up, and I still have to do it because it's on my heart to do it, but specifically things to teach younger women coming up. But basically, yeah, in some of my videos, I have, said they are spiritually based directly. So yes, I do want to incorporate, or I feel like I already do incorporate my, I hate to say ministry, because I'm not an evangelist, preacher, nothing like that, but I believe that the word says everybody's a minister as far as discipling others, and but I'm not a preacher, not evangelist, but I do want to show Christ in my everyday living. So I hope that helps. But yes, I love to incorporate my ministry as far as teaching younger women, by example, some good things to do in raising children, being a wife, mother, just a person. All right, let's see. Number 5, how do you feel about being a mother? I feel that being a mother is the most honorable position, most honored, and I'm not saying anything against fathers. They have an awesome responsibility. So okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter actually calling just then from college. I have one home here today, one in college. She calls a lot for different stuff. Like right now, she's filling out scholarship applications and stuff, and so she has to confer with me on a lot of stuff. I still, even though I have a grown son and he is out on his own and he's married and has a daughter, I always say when they're grown, you're a consultant, because you've raised them and you pray that they will use the things that they have been taught. but you're a consultant. It's like your job is never done. Never, never, never done. So, okay. I got off track. But how do you feel about being a mother? I think being a mother is a very, oh my goodness, it's a job ordained by God himself, because he loans them to you. They're his, but he loans them to you. He entrusts you with children, and that is, Lord, don't cry, Tracy, don't cry. That is an awesome responsibility, and I mean it's a great responsibility, because you're responsible for teaching them not only to live on earth. You're trying to teach them how to be a good person. You're trying to teach them the things to do, not to do. And it's harder in this society now because there are so many things coming at them. Even though that we've had the same temptations and stuff as when we were coming up, it's more in your face now. It's on TV, it's on the internet, and their little cell phones. Sometimes you don't know what they're looking at, what they're doing. And you got to try to be checking and going on. And you're trying to teach them at the same time to be a good human being. They're upset at you half the time because they just want to live their life. And, but I am honored that God trusts me with the children that I have. And I don't take it lightly. Lord have mercy. I don't take it lightly because I can be the oh Lord, the deciding factor as far as what I do and don't teach them. It can be a downfall in their life, or it can make their life so much greater. And my goal in being a mother is not just that they are all right here on earth, but you have to pass on, you have to die and live life after eternity. So my goal is to get them to heaven. Teach them all I can now to get them to heaven. That's my goal. I want them to be happy. I want them to have a lot of money and all that good stuff. But, woo, to be with them, for eternity, oh Lord. You just think about if you had a life to direct, and you got them all the stuff that they wanted, all the Nike, what you call it, I don't know everything that's out right now, I can't think of it, the Adidas and all of that, and they have a nice house, nice home, and they was kicking it on the weekend and doing all that stuff, and having whatever, and then they didn't make it to heaven. Oh, that I feel just, if I didn't teach them right now, it's different if you teach them right and then they go ahead and they turn around and do wrong. That's a different story. But when you teach them right, or having the responsibility that you didn't teach them right and they didn't make, oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to be up here crying on camera. What is your favorite soul food meal? I was like, wow. Stuff is falling everywhere, y'all. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I'm going through these napkins. My favorite soul food meal is, I have to look on the paper, barbecue ribs. And this would go two ways because the meats could be either one of these. Either barbecue ribs or fried fish with the sides of baked beans, macaroni and cheese, French fries, and green beans. That is my favorite soul food meal. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh yes. This is good. I'm going to have to scoot this up a little bit. Okay. What do you like to do for fun? That's number 7. And I like to travel. We traveled all the time when I was little. All the time. We were always going somewhere. My father had a conversion van, and we traveled in it all the time. He had 3 vans. Was it 3? 3. One was a work van and 2 were conversion vans. And we traveled in the conversion vans with the bed, the refrigerator, even had a TV in one. And that was a big deal back in the day. So, I like to travel. We don't travel as much. Me and my husband don't, but I aspire to. I want to. We travel, but not as much as I want to. I love going to amusement parks. When you go to amusement parks, to me, like here we have Kings Island. There's Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, all these great theme parks. But you can go, to me, you can kind of leave some trouble behind. And it's like you are a kid at heart again when you go. And we just went the other day to Kings Island. And I had a ball. I still like to ride things. I don't like to ride the crazy stuff. I don't like to ride the giga coasters and the mega coasters. But I like to ride the regular roller coasters and some of the smaller rides. Let's see. I like to go out with girlfriends still. We have a girls' night out. And we go they have it scheduled once a month. And I usually hit it every other month. And then I have other friends sometimes I spend time with. Let's see. I like to watch old movies. I love to watch old movies as far back as the 30s, 1930s. I love to watch movies from the 1980s. Those were the best movies. And even ones up to the 90s. They have some good ones still, but not like they used to. Not like they used to. Alright, so I'm back. And I chose to tell y'all because if I hadn't have said nothing, y'all probably wouldn't have known. But just to speak of motherhood, just from the last question, I had to take my son to track break. He's out of school today, but they still have a track meet. So I had to run out, take him down to his school so he can get on the bus with the track team and go. Me and my husband have to go later to the track meet. So I had to rewarm some of this up, and it was just a few minutes to school and back, but still, you know, it gets a little cold, so I had to rewarm it up. But yeah, I don't know how women that work, and I know they have to make a lot of arrangements and things, you know, for their kids, like to get places. You have to get people to pick them up, grandmas, and you know, stuff like that. And my mother and my mother-in-law are too old to be picking kids up now and babysitting and all that. They're in their 80s and they're like they're too old. So they was, you know, when my other kids were coming up, they babysat and stuff, but now, you know, to be having grandma take you, and even my siblings and my in-laws, their kids are grown, because like I said, I'm 10 years behind the last sibling of mine. Her children are in their 30s, one going on 40. Some of my nieces and nephews are in their 40s already, because they're kind of close in age to me. But yeah, my sisters and my, you know, brother, and I don't have like siblings and stuff like that. Well, they do. I take that back. I do enlist them sometimes, but I try not to, because my siblings and my in-laws, like my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, are at the age where they have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So I try not to call upon them for my kids. But when we went out of town to get Jalen the last time, well, when we went to her AKA celebration thing, we left Isaiah here because Isaiah was like, I got stuff to do. And he's in track and, you know, other curricular activities, and he was going to he had an award to receive, and you know, some other stuff going on. So my sister, picked him up that night, took him with her, my sister and brother-in-law, to spend the night. And then my other sister, my husband's sister, picked him up and took him to school that morning. But it's very rare that we do that, you know, just for special things like that. You know, we have to go down and celebrate Jalen. But otherwise, I'm home to do all that stuff. So we don't have to enlist anybody's help. But I can imagine that's hard for working moms. Anyway, back to the questions. Number 8. What is your childhood nickname? Hamburglar and Wimpy. Those are my childhood nicknames. Hamburglar and Wimpy. Y'all, I was not kidding. I was not joking any sort of, you know, any kind of way when I said I love burgers. Since I was little. I kid you not. And still love them. But I ate hamburgers so much, or tried to eat hamburgers so much, they called me, my nickname was Wimpy from Popeye the Sailor Man, that cartoon. If some of y'all old enough to remember that. And there was this little guy named Wimpy, and he ate burgers all the time. He'd be like, I pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today, or something like that. He was always trying to get people to buy him burgers. But Wimpy, and then Hamburglar from McDonald's. McDonald's cartoon characters were more prevalent back in the day, and they'd be on the commercials and stuff like that. And there was one called the Hamburglar, and he loved hamburgers. He was always going around trying to eat people's hamburgers. Wasn't me. I always wanted hamburgers, cheeseburgers rather. I'll say that because I can't do a hamburger by itself. It has to have cheese on it. It has to have cheese. Number 9. What did you major in college? All right, back in the day, there was a such thing as word processing. It was like right when computers were becoming prevalent in the workplace. This was 1991. And I graduated with a degree in office specialist and word processing. It was like in that category. But office specialist. And when I graduated, I became a receptionist. I was a receptionist for years. And when Jalen was born, that's when I stopped office work, basically. And you all, I hated it. I hated it. I'd be sitting at that desk. Sometimes I had to go in the bathroom and cry. I'm not office person. I cannot stand to be closed up inside of walls all day working. Sometimes I had to do it because there was times I had to take a part-time job even after she was born. But I did a lot of things just to make extra money. So I was a waitress one time at Cracker Barrel for a little while. I worked at the post office at nighttime. And, you know, then I started doing stuff from home. So I always kind of did stuff from home, but, you know. Let's see. Number 10. What is your favorite thing about YouTube? That's my favorite thing about YouTube is that I get to share a lot of myself, things that I do think and value. So I get to share a lot of what I hold important to me. It gives you an outlet for creativity. I love that about YouTube. You can do so many different things on YouTube. You could be a DIYer. You know, you can make things and show people how to make things. You can give product reviews and help people that way. Like with mukbangs. People use mukbangs for a lot of different ways. Some people just like to watch people eat. And then sometimes watching mukbangs, it helps people with cancer or different illnesses. It encourages them to eat and stuff, and I need to be eating while I'm sitting up here talking. And it encourages them to eat. It gives lonely people conversation. You know, people that are, you know, homebodies or don't have a lot of friends, they eat, you know, with you. And you get so many nice emails and messages, and oh my goodness. So, you know, some people say you can't make friends on YouTube. There's just no such thing, but I beg to differ. I've met so many wonderful people that you don't have to see people in person to be a friend. And I've met different people, and we've conversated, whether it's messaging back and forth. I have talked to people on the phone that I've made friends with in YouTube. It's an awesome thing. And sometimes now, I feel you get to know people on YouTube better than people that you know in person. And I say it like this because you're seeing people every day. Some people upload every day or every other day, and it's kind of hard not to show your personality after a while. There are some people that post like maybe once a week, a couple of times a month, and you're not really gonna catch, you know, their idiosyncrasies and stuff like that. But there's people that I watch that upload like 3 and 4 times a week, and some every day almost. You get to know them pretty well. You get to know about their family, things they like, things they don't like, things they've done. You know, a lot comes out. So, you know, you get to commenting back and forth with them and stuff, and you make a friendship, you know. Some of it is just an association, so, you know. And then some people you really become friends with, or sometimes it feels like they're your cousin. And the one who's that, Keeping Up with the Joneses, she'd be like, "Hi, cousins," and I really do feel like a cousin of hers because I see her all the time. And you know, Donna's Journey, and I'm not gonna start naming names because there's so many people that I watch, so I'm gonna stop it right there. But there, you all know. People that are commenting, even people that I don't comment in, you know, their boxes. Sometimes I'm working and I can't comment on everybody's video. I might be doing housework or what have you, but I'm watching, and those videos are on automatic. So it goes one to the next in related videos. And I see a lot of people's videos, and I really want to start commenting even more than I do. So, yeah. I like sharing and meeting new people. And know that not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody is going to like you. You're not going to be for everybody to watch. Let's see. What do you dislike most about YouTube? That's the second part of question number 10. What do you dislike about YouTube? The face of YouTube has changed in the past few, I'd say 2 years. YouTube is not like YouTube used to be. You used to just go on YouTube to watch people because you like to watch them. It wasn't any, I watch you if you watch me. And, you know, stuff like that. Where's my, you know, it wasn't tit for tat and all that. And which sometimes, you know, you do YouTube because it's a hobby, because it's fun, or you make money at it, you know. And it is somewhat about the views. I know that, you know, for the most part it should be that it's fun and it's something you love to do. If money comes along with it, praise God, because that's the icing on the cake. But nowadays okay, video cut off, someone called. But nowadays there are clicks and different things like that. People have groups, and these lives are a hot mess sometimes. You know, you can't say certain words, and people getting upset about this, and which, you know, things happen. I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And My mukbang, you know, I get a lot of views. I have over 1 million views now too. So I thank and praise God for that. So that's where a lot of my, you know, views and things, income comes in from a lot of my other videos other than my mukbangs. My mukbangs are not always the highest rated for my channel. A lot of my other videos, I have a lifestyle channel. So I have reviews, and if y'all take a look at my t-shirt video, I think it's over 100,000 views now. But I make t-shirts, so I teach people how to make t-shirts, and I have some other videos on t-shirts. I have reviews and different things like that. Recipes, and that's, you know, where a bulk of my views come from. And people may say, why don't you go ahead and do that, since that's making more of the money for you, or more of the, you know, your views and things. But I still like to make friends like this too. So I'll probably, you know, still be doing this twice a week. I think I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit, but I want to do it at least 2 times a week, because I love watching other mukbangers, and then there's people that do love to watch me eat. So I don't want to lose those people either. And there are people that say, I'm eating lunch with you, you know. You know, you ask people, what are you eating? You know, tell me what's going on with you. And some people, you know, some people do have friends and family, and they just watch you just because they like to watch you. Some people watch you because they don't have friends or family, and they don't have people to eat with. And it's a source of comfort and friendship to eat with someone. So I'm sorry I shook that camera, shook the table, but oh, this is good. This is so good. Okay, I'm starting to get full, but I know I didn't hardly. Y'all probably be like, Tracie, you didn't do too much of the lemon. I'm so sorry. Let me open this up, y'all. I hope this don't go to flying and going on. Let me put some lemon on here. Yes, there are people that say, you usually do this. I want to see you put the lemon on, squeeze the lemon on. And I'm not the biggest lemon fan with the seafood. It's okay, but it's not my favorite, y'all. Not my favorite. So anyway, let me see, did I get everything? I think I got everything. Just know that on YouTube, if any of you are content creators, also, even if you don't make YouTube videos, as you get older, you will be resigned to the fact, or be comfortable with the fact, not everybody's going to like you. And like me being a YouTuber, not everybody's going to like my style. Some people love messy eaters and burpers and stuff like that, which is great and fine. And I like to see it sometimes too and stuff like that. But for me, I don't do a lot of it on my channel. Just because for me, I just don't do a lot of it. But I surely don't, you know, put down anybody else that does it, because sometimes I like to see it. I love to see Jaleel Odom. I love him. And he is the burp king. And it's so that you expect him to burp. You know, all he did was burp in the beginning. And now he's doing mukbangs and stuff too. And he's growing. I love to see him. He is awesome. I don't know how Jaleel getting everybody's inbox. I'm like, Jaleel, how do you have time? That's what I'm thinking to myself. How do you have time? But he supports everybody. Oh my goodness. And I would love to do that. Oh Lord. But yeah, know that not everybody is going to like you. You're not for everybody. Not everybody's going to take to your personality and things like that. Please don't be upset at other people when they don't answer you back. I'm learning that myself. Because one thing, and I just found that out, people that watch me, if for some reason I have not responded to you, and then other creators, know that and make sure you check your spam inbox. A lot of people, I just went there the other day, and I've done it before, but a long time ago. But now, for some reason, I have a lot of people in my spam. People that, you know, their comments are legit. And for some reason, YouTube has sent their comments to spam. And I didn't see them. And okay, you guys, it is time for me to go because that was about the third time my daughter called me. And that was about the fourth interruption on the video. So if y'all see the video with glitches in it or, you know, cuts in editing and stuff, it's because I had like four to five times I had to stop the camera. But yeah, know that people, sometimes people go to your spam inbox, and some people, they probably think I didn't respond to them, and I feel so bad about that. So I'm going to, and it's a lot of people. It's like 100, and it takes a long time to see, you know, respond back to 100 people. On top of the comments I have just for my present videos. So, but I'm going to do it because I don't want them thinking that I didn't, you know, respond. Because I noticed some people had stopped. I hadn't heard from certain people in a while. I'm like, oh, they stopped watching, you know, whatever. But it might be because their comments went to spam and they think I'm not, you know, responding. So I'm so sorry about that. But some of you all, some of the comments went to spam. And I don't know why YouTube did. I didn't do that. YouTube, there are certain keywords or something they look for to send comments to spam. They think they're spammy or, you know, harassing or whatever. I don't know. So, but I'm going to try to respond to people. All right. And that's all I have. And just to remember, remember to, oh Lord, all this meat in here. Remember to enter me. Say enter me down below, and I'll enter you for the glass. Let me wipe my hand off. And I'll enter you for this glass. Is it Friday yet? And I'm going to pick a winner. And I will, on that video, I will say in the title, it'll say giveaway winner or announcing giveaway winner, something like that. So it'll be on one of my next mukbangs. Maybe in a couple of days, no later than next week. But I will announce the winner. And yeah, so I better go because this has been a long video. But thank you so much again for 10,000 subscribers and over 1 million views. Over 1 million views. Oh my goodness. I am just thankful. Thankful. Check out some of my other videos. I know some people just know me for mukbangs, and some people just come and see some of the other videos. But it's a lifestyle channel. I do all kinds of videos. So check out some of my videos from the past, and I hope you enjoyed them. I love you. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you. I don't take it for granted that you come and spend any amount of time with me. Whether you just watch 10 minutes of my video. I want you to watch the whole thing. Click on them ads too. No, I'm just joking. Watch the whole thing if you can. If not, I'm thankful that you have come to spend time with me. All right. Be blessed. Be abundantly blessed. And I'll see you guys next time right back here on Tracie's Place. Bye.